realized that my sugar level had shot up. So then doctor gave me two options. Ananta, either you want me to start your medication now or you want your medication to be postponed for 5 years. I prefer to control everything through my diet and the natural things.
So you managed to stay away from the medications for almost close to 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years plus?
Yeah.
They also say in our family we don't use medicines and all. What I feel more important today is to leave the fear and get into your real mindset that nothing can affect me. That itself is 50% of the cure.
In this episode, I have an interesting talk with Anantram Varayur, who is the Executive Director of BNI Bangalore. He has had some amazing success with taking up serious sports and dealing with diabetes without resorting to any medications. In fact, he stayed away from medications for more than a decade by just taking care of his health and enjoying his regular dose of long distance running. Another person in this episode is Sumati Anantram, partner of Manasum Buildtech LLP. Manasum is into building upscale retirement homes. She is passionate about health for elders, which she developed and discovered through her simple act of taking care of her elderly family members. She is a firm believer that home remedies, the knowledge for which has been handed over to us over generations, are extremely useful in keeping us and our elderly in a state of health and fitness. One could resort to taking medications only when these fail to give relief. She is a firm believer that it's extremely important to keep the elders in a positive state of mind. With Manasum Buildtech, she is truly living her passion of taking care of elders. Over to my guests. So hello, we have today with us Anantram, who is the Executive Director of BNI Bangalore, and we have Sumati, who is the Director and Partner of Manasum Buildtech LLP, which is into premium retirement homes. Very happy to have them here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I've been interacting with both of you over the last few weeks. Turns out that you have very interesting facets to you in terms of your perspective on health and wellness and preventive healthcare.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to bring that out from you. So I would like to begin with Anant, asking him as to some health challenges that he faced somewhere in the last few years and how he got to know about it. What is the whole story around it?
Yeah, actually, see, my family has got the history of diabetes, right from my grandmother and my father, and then to me, actually. So I became diabetic at the age of 40. Okay, so at that age, I used to go along with my father for a routine checkup. And one of the checkup, I thought, okay, let me also check. Then suddenly my sugar level was quite high, and then which I had never noticed it actually. In fact, that all happened when I was in one seminar. Somebody told me that I have gone down. So how is it you're maintaining such a fantastic health and all, fitness? Then I said, boss, I am not in any fitness. I don't know how I have gone down. So then someone else pointed out that it could be because of sugar. So that's the reason when I went and checked that along with my father. So then I realized that my sugar level had shot up. So then doctor gave me two options. Like, he was a fantastic doctor. So he gave me two options. Ananta, either you want me to start your medication now or you want your medication to be postponed for 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I said, okay, I want to postpone it for 5 years. Then he said, okay, do certain things what I say. So then I can do that. So that's the time I really became quite health conscious, and then started getting into the various the activities, either both in diet as well as the physical activities.
So how old were you at that point in time?
So that was 40. So I was 40 at that
40 years,
time.
okay.
Yeah.
So it would come as a shock to you that this is,
Yeah.
although it's there in the family, but
Correct.
when you come face to face with it, it's
Correct.
tough for you to handle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but you decided to take it in your own hands, and what do you do? What do you think about that?
So that's quite interesting. Actually, what happened, throughout in my life, I was not a, what do you call, the sports kind of a guy. Okay.
But you had cricket, right?
Yeah, cricket, that's a good story. like in my whole of school days, so I used to be part of every cricket match.
Wow.
You know why? Because I was the only guy in the school who had the bat. So that's the only reason why I was part of a cricket team. And then usually I'll be 12th or 13th man. Okay, so I'll be sitting under the tree. So, and then once the match is over, I'll take my bat and go home. Okay, that's my sports in the school days. Okay, so then what happened? The doctor said that you are now in the bracket of the diabetes thing. Then I said, okay, let me do something. So then I started walking. So then I used to walk in this Krisha Park, and so there every day when I was walking, it was boring. Okay, so because it was so much boring, then I saw some people running there. So I thought, okay, let me also start running. Okay, and see, and then I started running. So it was very nice. I mean, I really enjoyed. And then, so during that particular time, somewhere I saw the advertisement for that first this Sunfeast. Now it is TCS 10K. So those days it used to be Sunfeast.
Right.
So there was one advertisement was there, and then I thought, okay, can I also do this 10 kilometers? Right. So then I came home. I told my father. Then, so then from next day onwards, I was just running. So what I used to do is every day. So actually in Krisha Park there is a marking on the that walkway. There is a marking about 50 meters. For every 50 meters there is a marking. So then, so I told my father. So then I also what I decided is I did not want to risk myself on one fine day running a long distance. So every day I used to increase it by only 50 meters.
Wow.
Okay, that's it. So when I come home, my father used to have one kind of a chart. So he will write down in that how many meters I have
Progress made.
Yeah, progress. So every day only 50 meters, and then rest walk like that.
Right.
So then in one fine day, without my knowledge, I had done more than 5 to 6 kilometers.
Right.
So that's then the NRC, that Nike Run Club, started in Kantirava. Then weekends I used to go there. So then do this progress. So within no time I had done 10K without my knowledge. Okay, so that's how it started. In fact, later I became so much interested. It even went to my personal best, went even up to 56 minutes. Okay,
Sub 1 hour.
10K, yeah, sub 1 hour. So that's how, yeah.
So I realized that you started off your journey into running with the idea that health has to be taken care.
Yeah.
But now slowly you come to a zone where you are enjoying the running so much that the benefits are far outweighed the reason why you started, and that's the secondary benefit that you get.
Yeah.
So there's a fun in also the running aspect.
Yeah, now it is really, I mean, I have taken literally, the running is so much interesting, and then I've been running quite a lot of runs. In fact, a lot of half marathons I have done.
Right.
Okay, in the last BM Bangalore Marathon, I did half marathon in less than 2 hours.
Right.
Okay, 1 hour 59 minutes.
Fantastic.
Okay, so that's how it is. Then later, I was preparing for full marathon.
Right.
But of course, during that period, in one of the runs, I re-injured my leg.
Right.
I fell down and then had an accident. I mean, the fracture. So that's how I took a little bit break. But again, my fracture is gone now. I continued back to running. After that fracture, I did my Mumbai half marathon. So hopefully, planning to do a full this year. So I should be doing it. Yeah. And the best part is now it's almost more than 11 years now. Okay. So I have not taken the medicine. Okay. Very recently, about a month back, I just started with a small dosage because doctors also felt that some of the damages which might have happened earlier. So because of that, I have to start with the little bit of medicine. But otherwise, I prefer to control everything through my diet and the natural things.
So you managed to stay away from the medications for almost close to 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years plus.
Yeah.
And now it's just a very small dose. Yeah, that's a big thing actually, because the thing is that a lot of people tend to immediately go for medications and not take this very serious in the sense that there are so many things that you can do in terms of your own lifestyle changes, which might seriously give you a heads up over the disease that you're battling. Sumati, some interesting take from your perspective on preventive health and how to take charge. So,
okay. My story is very different. I started my life as a sports person. I was a volleyball player, state, and have been in a lot of running and other things. And after my marriage, yes, because of a lot of commitments, like any other lady says, I didn't have time to go and do a lot of my exercises, which was really hurting me. But over a period of time, I got used to without any exercises. Right. But that was not that great because we definitely understand that as age comes through, there's a lot of small ailments which comes through, which make us understand that a small preventive care and a small exercise which is possible inside the house itself will make us more active, because I had managed a couple of businesses over the years and have been a housewife as well as taking care of my parents. My relatives were 10 of them were not well, and every time they're not well I had to go to the hospital and nurse them. So that gave me a lot of insight on how we can really work without medicine, because one feeling with the present generation is for everything, a small thing, we go to the doctor and we say, no, this is the problem, that's a problem, shall I do this test? That is not required actually in the regular thing, is what we felt. Because thanks to my mother's side as well as my father-in-law's side, both of them were believers of natural remedies. For example, we were not well, we were always given milk with turmeric as well as ginger and make us drink, and monthly once we had castor oil to be drunk so that our stomach is completely cleansed. And these are all a very forcible thing, but it really helped us in a long way. Head bath with a lot of oil on head every 15 days once was a must in our house. And taking bath with wood boiled water, that is very, very important. Now we are fully technology wise we have grown up, but I urge that they have to try once in a while. Just put a vessel outside, keep some wood and take that water and take bath. You have a different experience altogether, and your muscles and your nerves relieves itself. So those are the things which always work. And on the intake, my father-in-law is a very good example, because he has been diagnosed at 40, again, like Anant was telling, he was also diagnosed as sugar at his age of 40, and now he is 86. So 46 years he has been working with a lot of natural remedies than the small tablet what he takes. He takes a very low 1 mg tablet even today. But he has a lot of compensatory powder and other things what he takes. Early morning he takes neem powder with amla powder, and he mixes and he drinks it, and again he has a green tea, and then he starts his day with all the regular routines. And in the evening he again goes back to the turmeric milk with little of fenugreek or whatever is possible, and he takes. So all this, and even in our house if anybody is not well, the first and foremost thing comes to our mind is what we can cure naturally. Right. And I'm not telling you have to avoid. Definitely if it persists, you need to go back to the doctor and get it done. But we need not have to panic, because that panic has to go. And even the children at home should feel, if I'm not well, they have to come and share it with us. Because today if the children come and share, next day morning they're taken to the doctor, test and other things which make them come into fear that should I really tell you that I'm not well? No. So that you can go very easily, that if the child comes out, he says, I'm feeling very dizzy. Okay, give them a warm milk with some turmeric or boost until you are all right. Don't worry about it. So they also get into the culture that it is not going to affect your lifestyle. Don't worry. It's a small thing which can come out of it. So these are the small techniques. And if you are at home, you are not able to do exercise, do spot jogging and go up the stairs, down the stairs if you have got at home. Since I'm not going, I have got the thing that before 8 o'clock, I would at least go 10 times up and down, so that which is my natural exercise. Right. And if you like music or anything, when you put that and start your day, that itself is a form of exercise, is what I always feel, because you give your personal time to your body. That is very, very important. In what form, what this thing, depending of your body composition, you can decide and you can go upon.
So what you're also saying is that kids it's important for them to have a mindset where they're a little freer and easygoing on health issues, and not put so much pressure on them. And it brings to an interesting perspective that I heard from one of my friends that she used to say that my dad used to have a solution for any health problem. He used to say, just go and take a head bath, just take a cold water shower, depending on the weather, outside weather, of course, cold or hot weather. You just take a hot water or a cold water shower on your head and you're fine.
Yes.
So even with that simple philosophy, sometimes in the mind, if it works in the child's mind that, okay, I'm going to be fine with just a head bath or just a glass of hot milk. So those also go a long way in clearing up a lot of doubts and the uncertainties that children face as on their health.
You will not believe, in fact, just reminded me one of the incidents. I had my father-in-law's mother who was around 100. She stayed with me till 103 years and I was taking care of her day and night. And whenever she is not well, she used to tell me, I used to just give her a warm water and give her a normal Disprin tablet and say, this will make you all right. And within 5 minutes, she will see the difference. She'll say, you know what tablet you gave me, I became very all right, I'm very energetic, I'm able to do a lot of things. So many times, it is only our mental mindset that, yes, I'm not well, I may not be able to do all these things. In fact, now, as a passion, we are coming out with a senior citizen home. It's a community of 110 houses. There also it is a holistic living what we are planning, exactly the same way. See, when they see others of the same age coming out, walking around, going and eating, coming around and doing a lot of small exercises, they feel I can do it much better than them because I am also of the same age. So that is very much important. And secondly is they also discuss. They also say in our family we don't use medicines and all. What I feel more important today is to leave the fear and get into your real mindset that nothing can affect me. That itself is 50% of the cure. Because that is one thing I learned, because at least I have stayed with my father, mother, as well as my father, mother-in-law. They have gone across 3-4 major surgeries in their life. Right. After that, a lot of people used to ask, how are they? They have forgotten what they got. That is the way we treat, because we don't remind them at all. So we tell them in such a way that you do not have this. It's over. You went into the operation theatre, it was done. Now you are a perfect person. So don't worry at all. And that confidence came them to make them completely come out, which today they call it as counseling. They call the family member. They say it's not required. You have to be very clear that after the operation is over, they are 100% normal as normal being and treat them normal. Do not treat them as a patient. That is a very important thing in the holistic approach. So when somebody is not well, it is only for that period. The minute they come out, the minute you start telling that it is no way connected with this, because my father was having cancer. So definitely we know that it is not going to cure very easily, but the confidence what we gave him made him survive for more than 8 years. And every time he used to go to the operation, you know what he'll say me? Sumati, you are there post-operation, I'll come out. Until he comes out, he will be with me only. And for us, it is like we discuss all things other than health. You should not talk to me and we will have all worldly things to talk. And that cures.
Yeah, Sumati, come to think of it, the perspective which you're talking about, the mind. I think they say that even doctors, the best of doctors, when they step out of the operation theatre and they feel that the surgery has not gone to their satisfaction also, they say it's a moral obligation. I heard this from some of the big doctors themselves, that it's a moral obligation for them to give a sense of good feeling to the patient that things have gone fine, everything will be fine, take care, it's gone perfectly and we'll be doing extremely well. So I think that mindset plays a huge role in our own health. I think that what you're talking about.
Yeah, see, we have a lot of experience. Okay, I have personally got experience because whenever my relatives or others are not well, I take care of them the post-operation and stay with them in the hospital till they are discharged. So that I have been doing it now last 35 years and I'm very happy about what I'm doing. That time I always used to tell the doctors, when they come in, I go out and I meet them and I say, when you come in, any problems you tell me later on, but when you meet the patient, tell them that they are perfectly all right, because the confidence they get when a doctor says that you are all right will solve 50% of their problem. Because today they know that they are a professional person and when they say they are all right, they will even act as if they are all right and they will start working on it, which is very, very important mental strength for anybody. In fact, that is what today some doctors are lacking behind because of the other issues what they face. They try to tell that no, patients have to know everything and they have to know what is the stage they are in. I don't agree at all in that, because their kith and kin can know what is the real problem they are undergoing, and the patient should be left carefree. See, already physically they are affected. Why you want to load mentally also that they may not live, they have a terminal problem and they are living in bonus years? I think these are the words the medical fraternity itself have to relook in telling the people.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And Anand, I think your experience and Sumati's experience of handling and taking care of elderly within the family and in your friend circle, which comes out very clearly in your conversations, I think is one of the good reasons for you to be the right person and right partners to be eligible for starting this Manasum project for elderly. So, what are the things that you're taking care of in this project in terms of health for the elderly?
Yeah, actually, one is like why we started. Okay, that's also so because I used to see a lot of my friends who studied with me. They have all gone abroad, and then here their parents were staying alone, and then so I used to feel that okay, how someone can take care of them. Okay, that's how we started this. And one more thing, what happened sometime back when we went to. One day we got a call from her father in Chennai saying that few of his relatives and all those things, they are all going for some South India tour kind of thing. Then we checked up who are all going. Then when we saw all of them are 70 plus, okay, then we were wondering, how are you going? Who is there to take care of you? They said, no, we are going. Then we said, no, nothing doing, and then we are coming. Okay, then myself and Sumati, we joined them. Okay, for 10 days we were with them. Okay, so that's the time we were wondering, because all their children and everybody are either, I mean, one couple, they were not having the children, the other people, they are all settled elsewhere. So then these people wanted to go on their own. So that's the time we felt that, okay, there is a need like this. So then we studied various places, we went and stayed in a lot of retirement homes, senior homes and things like that. So then we understood what are their needs. So that's the reason we came up with a kind of an apartment kind of a project rather than a villa. Okay, where the people will be able to talk to each other and meet with them on a regular basis. Okay, so the whole concept we have designed it like a courtyard. Okay, so then everyone will be able to interact with each other so easily.
See, if you remember in earlier days, we used to have a joint family where only thing is after 10 o'clock they finish all the work and all ladies come outside, sit in the courtyard, they discuss, they chat, they take it up, and they were all healthy. Like nobody had to motivate them to do anything, and they were healthy till the last. So we are trying to get back that. There's a community full of elders called youngsters who would be enjoying their life, and their regular routine is taken over by us. Like they don't have to worry about the cleaning of the house, preparing of the food, and then laundering their dresses and doing all their financial banking work and other things. So if we free them from all those things, they can really look and enjoy their life, which they have lost for quite some time on the family commitments.
This thing about courtyard that you talk about brings to me very interesting because in my family also, my dad keeps saying that earlier we used to sit and talk. Today there's no one to talk also. Right?
Yeah.
So it's a very integral part of our being human, and especially at that age, after your family commitments are through, you want someone to listen to you, talk to you, and exchange ideas, whatever it might be, whatever your interest might be, but at least someone to hear you out.
Yeah.
I think this provides a very good opportunity for you to do that. Because in a villa, all said and done, even if you have a plan to set up a villa for retirement, it might look good from the outside.
Yeah.
But from their perspective, it makes more sense to be like a community.
Because in villa,
to their own houses.
True.
And then after some time, like, okay, the weather is not good or whatsoever.
they don't feel like coming out.
Okay, they won't come out. So then what will happen? They will start ordering the food in their room. So then food will come anyway. Yes. So then again we are making them
confined to
their rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and one more thing is that in our community especially, morning we have a nurse and a physiotherapist who are staying in-house in the project. So early morning, as soon as we give them the bed coffee, bed tea in their room, we ask them to come out, because we have various type of exercises which is completely monitored and done through a geriatric care, so that they really enjoy doing it, because they have a different set of exercises, as well as laughing club will be there. Then they have a gym which will suit their requirement of movements and other things. Then we are also planning to have a therapeutic pool. Instead of a swimming pool, if they have got a therapeutic pool, they sit inside. 10 of them can sit inside, and they can have the massages at the back and the thing, which will give them more happiness and the thing. Then there will be a spa room, there will be a physiotherapy room. So all these things will make them more active, and they can try to do a lot of things which they have not done. In fact, in Anantram's club, there is a person who started running in 74, and now he is 78, and he has done a lot of marathon across the world. Now his passion has shifted from being at home and started going out to the world to do marathons, half marathons. So they invent a lot of things within themselves if they are free. Yeah. Or else it is a morning, you get up, you go to the kitchen, prepare, again tiffin prepare, again lunch prepare, get the ration, do the daily work. All these things are eliminated in our state. Yes.
In fact, even I have met one gentleman who had this epileptic, right? The fits he used to get. So now, like, he started running. Okay, then he started cycling. I think he is almost more than 84 years or whatever it is. He has done more than, I think, about 50,000 kilometers of cycling. Okay, so it's totally, and he is totally out of medicine again. Okay, he doesn't take any medicine for his fits. So absolutely nothing. It has never occurred. So earlier he was, put inside, locked inside the house and all. Yeah. So now he is free. Yeah. Okay. So there are so many people like this, so who can.
In fact, in Manasum, when we went to sell a project to one of the, they wanted to buy, they called and we went to meet her, because she said she is not mobile. She said she cannot come out, but she wanted to definitely be a part of our Manasum project. So she wanted to buy an apartment, so we went to her house. So her house door was closed, and when we tapped, she said, "Come in. I cannot come out and receive you. You please come in." Then we went inside, and it was a 2-bedroom house, and one lady was just cleaning, and it was not the living what we expected, and it was an independent house, and house alone would fetch her some 1.5-2 crores. At least 1.5 crores for sure. So we went inside, and we were worried and she was lying in the bed, and she had a big cylinder next to her, and she said she was hardly 65 years, and she was in a very good post when she was working. And she was not married. So after retirement, when she came and settled down here, she went to the doctor, and doctor said she had some lung problem and all, and she had to be in oxygen 24/7. So the oxygen cylinder was big, and so she said, me moving around will be very difficult. That's why I have been here, and whatever I want, the minimum I get it only from the servant who comes, or somebody who comes gives it. And then we spoke to her for 1 hour, and after that, you believe it or not, she came out to the gate to send us off and say that I want to come to your place and say, because this is what I wanted, the difference. In fact, she was asking, can I buy a small cylinder, sophisticated, which is available, which I can put it on a shoulder strap, but it is 2 lakh rupees. Is it worth spending on me at this point of time? That money was her question. And we said, absolutely fine. I think you should spend much more, because you have earned it all throughout your life to spend now. So please enjoy. So that was the only sentence she wanted, which made her to just get up out of the bed, remove the breathing thing, go to the gate and do it. And it works. It works. Definitely it works.
Yeah, very interesting. So Anant, you were mentioning about a perspective that you want to integrate, and the design of the Manasum project you have done in such a way that a lot of things are not like work or not like a chore for them, right? It's like something which is part of the daily routine. So can you talk about that?
Yeah, that's what. See, for example, as we were mentioning, one is the courtyard kind of concept, and the second thing is, see, for example, there is a dining hall is there. So minimum they have to walk to the dining hall at least 3 times per day. Okay, for a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, that means when they come, at least when they walk up to that, so they'll be able to meet the people and then work with them. And then we also want to engage them in various other activities, like for example, once in 15 days or once in a month, take them to whatever the mall or a movie or whatsoever it is. So that means at least they'll be able to spend time with them. So here what happens in the independent houses when they are in the city, like in Jayanagar itself, I can see in this particular road, at least there are more than 10 people. They have literally become the watchmen of the house. Okay.
Big houses, so they are protecting for their children.
They are just protecting, that's all. And then everything they compromise, like right from the food. Okay, today I can't go to the market and then buy the fruit or anything. Okay, 2-3 days we will skip. Okay, anything.
And if the prices goes up by even 10-20 rupees, that vegetable is removed, eliminated. No problem, without the thing we can have. So the compromises are more when they start living by themselves after some age. And the children say that no, you go and enjoy, we don't want the wealth because we are also earning enough, so you should enjoy. So I think this is a good beginning for a lot of people, and even when we are in 40s and 50s, planning for a retirement has also become a part of our lifestyle because we don't want to be dependent. And definitely one thing I want to emphasize is ladies also have to retire after 60 on cooking because gents feel that it's only they get retirement and they get old, and ladies of the house work till their end is not right and acceptable. Here, the minute they stop cooking, even they become independent and help us in a lot of other planning also. And I feel that has to be given to them. And here in Manasum, we take care of the food and we give you continental morning bed coffee, bed tea, 7:30 continental breakfast. Afternoon again with soup and raw vegetable salad and fulka with sabji and rice, rasam, sambar, curds. Again evening we have got a coffee tea with biscuits, and even night is also full-fledged this thing. So in this newly we are introducing is a chat counter in the evening, which they would have missed eating masal puri, bel puri, which they like it. And under the supervision of one of the dietitian who is very much an expert, we try to give one dish a day so that they can just enjoy the evening with the snack which they don't do it.
Very interesting. So both of you have got very interesting perspective on health and wellness. A little diverse, but then all moving to the same phase and same zone.
True.
So very interesting.
So I think like the main thing is like initially you introduced me as a part of BNI here. So this BNI is a group of all business owners. So here I want to just bring the awareness of health with all these people, because the moment you are a business owner, what happens? The health is the last priority. Okay, so they keep working for themselves. So that's why we even formed a group called as the fitness group. So we have more than nearly 200 people in that. Initially, when we started this fitness group, we hardly had a few runners. Okay. Now I think we have more than about 25-30 the runners, and many of them have done the half marathons. Okay, and then a couple of them they have done full marathon as well. So now because of that there is a cycling group started. Okay, so I think if you ask me, fitness is like a contagious. Okay, so you have to just start and trigger. And once people get used to that, it becomes like.
Not only that, I would like to add with Anand. People think that only running is a fitness or cycling is a fitness. In BNI, we have a 3-city tournament, cricket tournament. When we started this 2-3 years back, it was 8 teams which was playing. Last year we had 36 teams which was playing, and every year on year that many teams into 12 members you could see them active. So we see them practicing after their 40s in the field on Saturday, Sunday, going for matches, give them a lot of things. And also we have come out with the badminton trophy, which also happened last year, and there also we had a lot of women and men participating. So what I want to tell is, fitness is not only running and cycling, but it is any other form you like to do, you do.
Absolutely.
You will be good at sport, do sport, swimming, but something to keep yourself for some time. That is what I feel.
In a lot of sense, Anupri. Yeah. I think Anandra also agrees with that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because I'm actually talking only about because I like that.
Yeah.
So definitely, yeah, fitness is any form of fitness is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you want to keep your seat. In fact, I don't know how much whether it is true or whatsoever it is. So when one of the very large businessmen, when he was looking for an investment, okay, I believe the investors who came, so they saw everything, they have seen his financials and everything. And finally, when they wanted to close the deal, they said that you are very obese. Okay, so because of this one reason, I am not investing in your company.
Right.
Okay, they said, what is the guarantee that my money is safe with you? Okay, so I was told that it's the deal you have fizzled off only for that reason. Okay, so just imagine so how important the fitness is. Okay, because now here we are not just responsible for us. We are responsible for the entire people who are dependent on us.
Yeah.
Okay. Only for that reason, at least you should take care of yourself.
Yeah, lastly, just want to tell you, a lot of international coaches have started their CEO trainings and director trainings in such a way that they will start the training along with the marathon training, and when they complete their life coaching or their business coaching, this guy would have become a marathon runner. So that has become a new trend in international coaching as well. In business coaching itself, it has become an integral part, because they say when you start going for that runs, you start disciplining yourself in a lot of other fields which is required, which comes as a byproduct without your knowledge. Because of which your achievement, your multitasking, your lot of things easily comes out.
Yeah, so
thank you very much.
Running away from taking responsibility for your own health and keeping an aware mindset to all the possibilities of taking care of your health and being into the preventive healthcare space. Ultimately, like Anand rightly brought out, that it's not just our health and our responsibility towards ourselves and our family, but also our extended family in terms of our employees and the teams and even the partners that we work with, the suppliers, the partners that we work with. So we owe it to all of them. And I think we are at the stage in India where business-wise and the productivity-wise, we do a lot of things and we make huge breakthroughs. But unless we take care of our health, I think it's all wasted. So thanks for bringing out this perspective.
I always say, please run for yourself, not for others.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.